Hey there, coders. Welcome back to another CodeHS adventure with Tracy the Turtle. Today, we're tackling an exciting challenge. Having Tracy draw an X on the canvas to mark the treasure's spot. But here's the twist. We're going to solve this problem twice. First, we'll do it without a for loop, and then we'll refactor the code to use a for loop. By the end, you'll see why for loops make your code much cleaner and more efficient. Let's get started. Our goal is for Tracy to draw an X with diagonal lines, each totaling 200 pixels in length. That's 100 pixels for each leg. And remember, Tracy needs to end up facing the same direction she started. Let's start coding. First, let's draw the X without using a for loop. Here's how we'll do it. Manually write out each command for all 4 legs of the X. Here's the code. Speed, 0, left, 45. Asha. Align. Tracy to draw the first diagonal. First diagonal line forward, 100, backward 100. Second diagonal line, left 90, forward 100, backward 100. And third diagonal line, left 90, forward 100, backward 100. On fourth diagonal line, left 90, forward 100, backward 100. As you can see, we repeat the same commands 4 times. Move forward 100 to draw the leg, come back with backward 100, and turn Tracy left 90 to get ready for the next leg. While this works, it's repetitive and tedious. Imagine doing this for a larger project with hundreds of repeated actions. It would get messy really fast. Now let's run this code and watch Tracy draw the X. While it works, the code isn't as efficient as it could be. Let's fix that by introducing a for loop. Here's where the magic of for loops comes in. Instead of repeating the same code over and over, we can use a loop to handle the repetition for us. Let's rewrite the code with a for loop and see how much cleaner it becomes. Here's the refactored code using a for loop. This is the code that you will submit for this assignment. Speed 0, left 45. Align Tracy to draw the first diagonal for I in range, 4. Repeat 4 times for the 4 legs of the X, forward 100. Draw half of the diagonal, backward 100, and return to the center, left 90. Turn to face the next leg. With just 3 lines inside the loop, we accomplish the same task. The loop handles the repetition, making the code easier to read and much shorter. This is especially helpful for longer and more complex programs. Let's run the new code and watch Tracy in action. As you can see, she draws the same X, but the code is far more efficient and elegant. For loops are your best friend when you need to repeat actions multiple times. Let's recap what we learned today. 1. Without a for loop, the code works, but it's repetitive and harder to manage. 2. With a for loop, we simplified the code, making it cleaner, shorter, and easier to read. 3. For loops save time and reduce errors, especially when dealing with repetitive tasks. Now it's your turn. Try coding both versions in CodeHS. First, write it without a for loop, and then refactor it using a for loop. See for yourself how much easier it is to work with loops. Thanks for watching, coders. If you found this tutorial helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more coding lessons with Tracy the Turtle.